Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, y'all can hear me. That's sweet. Okay, so today, everyone, we will be playing Alan Wake 2. Um, I have never played Alan Wake before, let alone Alan Wake 2. I had started playing some Control, but that's pretty much it. Um, so I did start a game already, but I got the idea to stream it, so I was like, I'm gonna just restart. I hadn't even gotten into the game yet. It was just the intro. So that is what we will be doing. We will be playing on story because this is my first time ever playing a game such as this. So kind of just want to take it slow and easy for now.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Wait, okay, so I'm playing as this guy right now? Okay, okay. So we are playing as whoever this is. I don't know who this is. Based on the fact it says skip when I was clicking some buttons, I guess that means this is more just a intro.
Already gone.
I hear whispers behind, maybe to the left. Clicking, clacking to my right. Oh. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, that actually got me. Yeah. That got me for a second. It's not something I was prepared for. Sprint. Oh boy, I could sprint. Does this guy have shoes on? No, of course he has no shoes. What the hell? Okay. Oh. I am so confused. What kind of cult calls themselves a cult? My ears, thanks for exploding them, game. I'm so thankful for that. Thank you for ruining my hearing even more than it
Hey,
already is.
kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Invitation. Okay, so far the game has definitely given us
Worth
quite the entry.
before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some, organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Okay.
Before we get to the crime
oh,
scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
okay. Oh, let's see. How do I get to the Mind Palace? Hmm. Guess can't just yet.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
Oh, there we go.
The
Mind
Mind Place.
Palace. Mind
My
Place
version
Palace.
of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Okay.
The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay. So let's see. We'll go from the top. The victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. There was Ted Lane, a dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising around the wrists. Victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. Wendy Davis, a teacher, bloated body and large chest wound found in Cauldron Lake 2018, organs missing, and state of the body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. 2 weeks ago, chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. Only two commonalities would be the bloating for both these individuals. Murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs. Deep gash in the chest, heart missing. And then all bodies experienced bloating. Killer profile. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Murder targets have no discernible common traits, and chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Okay. Cool.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge.
I want to go up here.
Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Let's see. What we've got here. Chaos at Golden Lake. Rampage at rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Okay. This place seems very prone to attacks. No wonder they'd close it off. Even though it was already closed off, and yet those Ed and other person came in, so it doesn't really help
Stairs
much.
are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror peek.
Okay, nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Too much sky. What's this way?
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
I want to go up this way. Oh, okay. It just stops and forces me back. Alright, gotcha. What about this little path right here, though? Mortar Falls.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
So maybe. Huh. Whoa, wait, what? Weapon upgrades. Oh, huh. Let's see.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they... Next coffee's on me.
We're together at the murder site. I did not want to swap. No, still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time. How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
I think I saw
Turn off
something.
the-
It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Yes.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Let's see.
That's not right.
Where is it supposed to go? Oh, there we go. For some
Heart
reason it
removed from
just wouldn't
chest,
let me put it on.
strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Anything this way?
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
And this way, right here.
A creepy twig sculpture? Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
There's that mark right there. All over this house, actually.
I've been doing some deep research online, and I know how to keep confidential matters confidential. I get that the UFO thing was a joke,
I
but you're
see.
probably trained to joke about it, right?
So wash your hands, take the chicken out of the fridge, and then take a nap. So it's saying
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
Wonder what's
no.
inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
So wash your hands. Oh, maybe in the bathroom instead. Well, let's see. Where? Oh, there it is. It's dual. Then chicken is that one. And then bed is that one. Okay, I see. Fridge. I have very short memory. Chicken out of the fridge is up and down. Okay. That one. What was the one in the bedroom again? Oh, it's that one. The two opposites. There we go. I don't know why I didn't notice that the top one was different again, but should I keep going? Yeah, I want to keep going. Till the game forces me not to. Yeah, this is where we got caught as that guy. How do you like the knitting, hero? I had it made just for you. Oh. UFOs. And now we're back. Cool.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Let's see, case board. The killers. Obviously hunters.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Robert Nightingale. He had been missing for, well, 13 years. Let's see. What next?
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Calculator? So the year is currently 2023 based on the game.
So what happened to Nightingale
It's set in
after the Bureau let him
2023.
go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Alrighty, so let's see. Case board.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
This is premeditated, like, obviously. Based on the fact they had a tripod and cooler and shit with beer in it. Obviously, they were waiting.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Profiling, let's see.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. and Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Yep. So we go back over to the case board. Let's see. Case. Oh. Yes.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Oh. Oh.
Yeah,
Still here.
yeah.
Okay. Let's
The
see.
lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
You know, I actually thought of attempting to go to the FBI at one point in time.
This
And as
where
much
your
as I would
hunches,
love to,
Anderson?
it's
Did something happen?
probably way too
I
difficult.
think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table.
Oh
cut his
yeah,
heart out.
absolutely. Because I think
Then they were
at
interrupted by those
least
witnesses, the Bookers.
you might need a
The
master's
job is
degree
unfinished.
That
in at
seems
least
strangely
something. So yeah,
complicated to me.
alone it's already
What was
super
this guy doing
expensive.
skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
Before we go there,
You
because
need to get out more.
that feels very important.
It is kind
I'm
of
gonna look
creepy,
around
though.
at this area, look around the area, see if there's any more collectibles or anything
I'm gonna go
around.
check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Water.
Can't go any further. Water's
But
too
yeah,
deep.
absolutely, probably really expensive. Not to mention the amount of fitness you would need for that, which I am definitely not a very fit
A
person.
witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
The witch's ladle. There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. I do, but I'm also trying to find things around as well. Because those little lunchbox things, they give upgrades for weapons and stuff. So of course I want to find those too. Oh boy, was this...
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Oh yes, of
Tracks.
course.
Barefoot.
Not let me read
Nightingales?
this paper?
They come out from under the boulder.
What does a piece of paper say? What does it say?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
FBI.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick
Another trophy.
game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Let's see. So we can read them here. Still can't upgrade my weapon yet. Profiling. Oh, something new
We
with
found a page in
him.
the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
I'm gonna be honest, this Saga Anderson is so... What am I trying to say? She's so easy to manipulate, from what it seems. Like, she is quite clearly dealing with something already supernatural, with the fact that she is getting answers to things she should not be able to get, even through intuition alone. That already is ominous by itself. And she's just following it to a T. That's insanity. That's footprints emerging under rock. Trail has gone cold.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
I don't think she's a mortician or a
Casey,
coroner.
I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. Leave it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience?
Both.
Witnesses to their design? All the above?
Probably both.
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Nothing in this place. Is there a... What's over here? Ooh, another lunchbox. Or is it? This is just a bunch of... Oh. Hmm.
A
Okay.
lunchbox
Oh,
again.
there it is.
Who's leaving these out here?
Manuscript. I know things could get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever scared, just remember that Allan is watching over us. Allan? Like the Alan Wake of the game? Whoa. I mean, from what we've seen so far, it's obvious that Allan is writing a story which is playing out as we speak. So,
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera?
Allan, when he's...
This whole mountain used to be an active volcano.
I don't
Imagine
know
the
if he's
force it
awake.
took to
Who
carve this
knows?
crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
I don't even know I'm going
Essentially, we're
anymore.
standing in the gaping maw of hell.
Oh.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson.
Forest can be a dangerous place.
Game really switches quickly.
Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Okay. Give me that key. Oh wait, the key that I saw earlier?
Thanks.
Or well, no, the thing right here? Yeah, this one?
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the
Let's
Bookers.
see.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
What was this? Like, what?
There's another lunchbox.
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Okay.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I'm gonna look this way, see what's over here.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Bunch of papers. Wait, what? What'd that say? Oh, this must be the things written by that Ed and other person we heard about that got that are in the that are in the diner talking to the sheriff. Because in the beginning of the game, we played as Nightingale for a moment, and that's when we saw them, who saw Nightingale get killed. And since this is saying that they saw some drunk guy staggering around, that was most likely Nightingale. No, actually, no, this is someone else. Because the fact they said that. Yeah, no, this is different. This is a different person who noticed him then. That means there was a third party that we have no clue about. Well, that's just great. Just having a third person that may or may not be dead.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
To Bright Falls we go, everyone.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Okay,
The
let's
diner's
see.
just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
No, we're gonna make them wait. I want to look around.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Was this way? Oh. Oh, can't go that way. It's locked. And no way to interact with it. Would you guys like to see some, like, VR? Me record some
I need
VR
both
or
colors.
anything? I was thinking about it earlier, but I'm not exactly sure. Is that something you guys would be interested in, or like what? Of course, not exactly right now, but would it be something y'all would like at some point in time? Gotcha. Oh, oh, oh. Fear the dark, fear the woods. Okay. But yeah, alright. If y'all would be interested in it, then yeah, absolutely. Because I do have the PSVR 2, and I do have a few VR games I could play. One horror game, or that Swordsman VR game. The horror one is called Afterlife VR, I think, and then Swordsman. Which one would y'all like to see more? Scary or uh just random swordsman stuff? Unfortunately, it's not like Blade and Sorcery. I wish it was. That'd be so cool if it was. Important to say.
See you around.
Gotcha. In that case, we will do the horror game, scary game.
Interesting guest lately? Any good finds?
I'll be back in a
Luckily,
second.
I have not actually gone that far in the game. I've like started, but I hadn't really gotten far into it or anything. It's actually kind of similar to Alan Wake 2, surprisingly. Well, that you're in the position of a police officer or someone of
Merced
similar
won't roll
power.
over on the issues.
And you're going to a place that's fucking haunted or some shit. So, except this place, we're dealing with a forest. And in Afterlife VR, you are in a haunted insane asylum. So,
So, how's that mystery business of yours going? We missed you at trivia night.
You did? How badly?
Stop avoiding the question, Mark.
are they just not going to continue?
You
Fine.
know, I've been up to a little something. You know those urban legends about that cult operating in the woods?
And a witch haunting the woods? Yeah, I know the scary stories to keep the kids from falling off cliffs and drowning in lakes.
I think there's more to those stories than they let on. Well, maybe not the witch one. But there's definitely something going on. And I'm gonna figure out what.
Uh-huh.
Well, looks like that guy's gonna die. Potentially. I think he's just a random no-name. Oh, sorry, I was checking something. Map of Bright Falls. Oh, can't go in here yet. Oh, is this the morgue? Oh no, it's the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Might be, they might have a built-in morgue actually, so it might be a morgue too. Because I know some towns have that where their station is like built in with a morgue, and then some towns have a entirely separate building altogether for it. That's what it was like in my old hometown that I lived in for a while.
Who else
That
to keep this? Not I. Dangers of unsanitary conditions.
hmm. My original hometown was their morgue was a separate building. I tried to get an apprenticeship there at
I
one point
need
in
something
time,
to cut this.
but unfortunately, it was just not meant to be for multiple reasons in my life. But most namely of which,
Anderson.
oh,
Let me guess. The FBI.
oh,
Welcome to Bright.
most namely of which, was that he already had an intern.
It's nice
Oh,
to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
let's see.
Can't believe that happened. Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So
Yes.
what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Allan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Allan Wake? Oh my god, we know who he is. Okay, so let's see. Let's go here real quick. No. Yeah, so these all just go into the right there. And previous murders. Killer profile.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
See? Okay, cult of the tree.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Oh, we do have stuff on them. I'll probably put these over here. No. Cult psychology, question mark? Oh, cult symbols. Okay. Cult stashes, which, we found a few of those already.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. Huh.
Found those two. Okay. That's all for that. Profiling. The Bookers.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Anything new with the Nightingale? No. What about radio? Nope. Not.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Okay. Let's quickly go to the case board with that. This would go in cult symbols. Thing there, necklace. Okay.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. The wizard was always my...
Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Okay, so that actually answers my question from before, that she's qualified to examine bodies and whatnot.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other... There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Okay, let's see. Case board. Case. Cases. Do.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Oh, hold on. Okay, let's see.
Nope. chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Let's see real quick. Profile? Oh, no, nothing new from him.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Oh. Well, there goes the sheriff.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page set to get into the light.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now.
Oh, okay then. In a chapter right then? Right then and there? Okay. Okay. Somebody's home.
Heart. But he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell?
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their
Ow.
purpose. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
Now, thank y'all for watching. And, yeah, I think I'm just gonna head off for now. I'll start up again at some point another time. Have a good day, y'all.